Hello, Blizzard fans! This is FalconPaladin coming to you with yet another daily Blizzard upload. This is a game between Barcode and VampyWorm on Ruins of Seras. Alright, let's get this started. On the right side of Ruins of Seras, we have the red Protoss player. It is Barcode. And in the bottom leftish of Ruins of Seras, we have the blue Protoss player representing Team Ascension. It is VampyWorm. My screen just freaked out there for a second. I'm not sure if you saw that or not, but I don't think we missed anything. So, here we go. PvP on Ruins of Seras. And before we get started, I just kind of want to put out an all points bulletin. If you have any access to professional level Legacy of the Void replays, please send them to me at FalconPaladin@gmail.com. I will love you forever. I don't care who the pro is. Like, if they have a page on Liquidpedia at all, send it over. I know my subscribers and viewers really like to see the pro level stuff in Legacy of the Void. It's just really hard to find right now. There's like Lycan League stuff that you can do, but again, they've already cast it. So I mean, if you can find stuff they played on stream, like on Twitch, if they send out a replay pack that contains those games because they love you, send me that replay because you love me. There's a lot of love going around in StarCraft 2 right now, and I'd like to be part of it. So anyway, again, please send replays from pro players to FalconPaladin@gmail.com. You will be happy, I will be happy, the subscribers will be happy, and that's about it. So, back to the game. PvP on Ruins of Seras. Just a weird map again because it feels like your natural is so far away. Even if it's not necessarily true, it just feels like it is. You can take this base or this base, which just feels like a weird choice. Down here has the same problem, taking this base, which is down a ramp. You probably don't want to take it, so you have to take this one, which just feels like it's really far. Look at this. Burp. There it is. Sorry, I had to sneeze there, put you on the mute. Either way, both players are scouting things out. Just kidding. Only VampyWorm is scouting because VampyWorm wants to win this game. It really kills me how many people I've seen that refuse to scout in StarCraft 2. I mean, have they not lost to cheese? Have they not been cannoned out to the point that it's so embarrassing they wanted to give up the game? Because if not, then okay. I guess I respect you. Nope, just kidding. VampyWorm is not scouting. I apologize, Barcode. I misattributed that. It's actually Barcode who is scanning and not VampyWorm. But here we come. Here comes the scouting probe for Barcode, checking things out for VampyWorm. This is exactly what is going on. Very, very smart probe. Is it going to get killed? Oh, 2 shots from the photon cannon. That was an early cannon from VampyWorm. Worried about something, but that's pretty cheese-proof. So maybe Vampy didn't scout because he put the cannon up and knew he didn't really need to. All right, Twilight Council now on the way for Barcode. We're going to kill rocks. Yes, we're killing destructible plate rocks with a mothership core, which will take literally forever. VampyWorm taking the early Nexus, being very smart here, being safe against cheese, and being macro-oriented. That is the sign of a good player. Also getting +1 weapons attack for the ground. For his Protoss units, has a single adept out here on the map. And pretty much just making stalkers for Barcode. So Barcode, if you're not careful, you're going to fall prey to they did not make Legacy of the Void units in a Legacy of the Void game curse, which is trademarked by FalconPaladin. It pretty much means you're going to lose. That's what the curse is all about. But we'll have to wait and see how it goes regardless. We are getting Blink, so it's a Blink Stalker attack here in this latest patch of Legacy of the Void. So you'll notice there has not been any Chrono Boost because this is the latest patch. All of the macro mechanics were removed from the game. No more mules, no more injects. I guess manual injects, no manual injects for the Zerg player, and no Chrono Boost at all. I was watching Walnut on one of his games that he played a couple days ago, and he was freaking out. He was like, "How go back at Chrono Boost? This is free. I'm conditioned through years of playing StarCraft to Chrono Boost, and suddenly I can't do it because it's not even an option. And what am I going to do with myself?" And I said, "Walnut, you'll get there, man. Trust me." Making 2 observers here. We're going to use the observers, I think, to see onto the high ground. I don't think you can blink up this double level here. I think this is too high to blink. I think maybe, oh, maybe you can. It just looks weird. Because this is a high level, then this is a level, then this is a level. I don't think you can blink up 2 at the same time. But over here it looks like 1. But it's like an optical illusion. It's like those stairs. I don't know. Trying to poke up here with some stalkers. And the stalker of Vampys responding at the same time. Adepts here as well. Another stalker not really getting into the mix. Unfortunately for Vampy, loses a stalker, extending a little bit too far with that guy, but that is a-okay. Blink just about to finish, which will make these stalkers a lot more dangerous. This forward pylon put right on top of the Zelnaga watchtower, and Warp Prism actually being researched or built as well for Barcode. And Zealot Charge. So Charge being researched by Vampy. I'm not sure. Is that a good against Blink Stalkers? I suppose maybe it is. I just haven't seen that many Zealots in Legacy of the Void, especially not PvP, but here we come. Blink Stalkers coming in, trying to snipe down everything they can. Getting that Warp Prism. Are they going to get it? Yes, gets the Warp Prism. Photon Overcharge gets off at the last second anyway, though. Blinking back the Wounded Stalkers. Nope, not that one. And picking up an Adept, but retreating. You're a little bit outnumbered here. A couple Adepts and 3 Stalkers is pretty good, especially when they can retreat to the safety of the Photon Overcharge. We're making a new Mothership Core. We are not making a new Mothership Core. VampyWorm, I'm not sure if he missed that or he doesn't feel like he needs one. I feel like he might need one, especially against this Blink Stalker attack. Okay, can we blink up here? Here's the moment of truth. Oh, we can. We can totally blink up there. I was a liar. All right, the Stalkers are trying to take down that Cybernetics Core. That is pretty big stinking deal for Vampy. He does not want to lose that. He's coming up with his units, and a couple more volleys would have actually killed it. We're going to get one more, and another one, and that's it. And they try to blink down to escape, and most of them do escape with their lives. They went on a covert mission to take out the Cyber Core for VampyWorm, and you know what? They did it. So good job to you, Barcode Blink Stalkers. So it is going to be Blink Stalker all day, every day. Immediately replanting that Cybernetics Core is VampyWorm. Taking out this cannon. No big deal. Easy peasy for these Stalkers. Getting this pylon as well. Depowering these gateways. And here come the Charged Zealots right on top of these guys. And actually, yeah, doing better than I thought here. Really forcing these Stalkers back and chasing them. Oh, that's right. The Zealot Charge does more damage now. That's what it was. So let's see. When it charges... Nope, that's an Adept. Dang it. Clicked on the wrong thing. Zealot Charge. 30 damage to the charge target. Also increases the movement speed of Zealot. Ability can only be used once every 7 seconds. So it actually hits these Stalkers for 30 when they come and hit it. So that's pretty good. I mean, that's a pretty good hit there. But again, taking out that pylon again, these gateways are pretty much given up for dead by VampyWorm. I'm not sure if he even wants to try to save them. Maybe he does, but too late. Man, those pieces flying everywhere. Very, very sad for them. And again, Blink Stalker is going to blink up this super high cliff, which I didn't think they could, but here we go. Taking out that cannon. Getting the Twilight Council might be nice. No, they want to get this forge, so it can't finish the upgrade. And actually deciding to stand and fight. I'm not sure if that was a good choice. Almost got the Mothership Core, not quite. Replacement Core is here, so VampyWorm is super on the back foot right now, but is definitely up 41 to 37 Harvesters. These Stalkers are just trying to be annoying, right? Look at how weird... Their little lasers like shoot up and around and down and around off this cliff. This cliff is odd. Again, it's super tall. You can blink up it, but weird things happen. Like it's shooting through the cliff to get that cannon, but over the cliff to get the units. Who knows? Third base coming up for Barcode, recognizing this harassment has pinned VampyWorm in their base for sure. Which just makes you feel very, very comfortable as an opponent when you know you have somebody on the back foot. You can expand, you can make workers, you can do pretty much whatever you want. Vampy needs to do something and do something quick. The answer probably involves a robo facility, because that is what he's making right now. A couple Zealots die. 2 of those Stalkers get a little bit of damage off. Gonna try to take out this Warp Gate. Pretty good micro here from Barcode, though. I have to say, it's really showing a lot of ability. I'd have to say he's probably at least a Masters player. And there we go, coming in, taking out this robo facility before it can warp in. Bam! Doesn't even get the cancel off. Yikes. Blink Stalker's not quite sure if they want to stand and fight. It seems like they get their target and then say, you know what, we can handle this, but then they say, never mind, and they back out. I think actually it might be a factor of the cooldown time. I can look at that laser shot, it's so weird. The cooldown time not exactly being up yet, they kind of have to stand and fight. Yeah, that's what it is. They don't want to stand and fight, but they can't blink out yet. And there we go, lost a couple Stalkers there. Unnecessarily, or maybe necessarily. Necessarily? Yeah, maybe necessarily. And finally, these Charged Zealots are chasing away these Stalkers, killing 1 Zealot, or 1 Stalker, 2 Stalkers, getting a 3rd one? Nope. Good micro there finally from Barcode, but this guy only has 8 hit points left, is getting chased down by the Zealot. Can it actually charge at it? Nope, charge wasn't up yet, and I don't think it was in range to do it. So now third base being planted by VampyWorm. It's 47 to 41 Harvesters. Barcode is in the lead. He has been mining from this base for quite a while. But what's the tech going to be? Robo Bay. And Robo Facility. Do we already have a Robo Facility? We must. Huh. Yeah, I mean, right now for Barcode, it's pretty much a Warp Prism, 4 Sentries, and a Stalker. So, not the biggest army, not the strongest units in the entire world. Throwing down a cannon here just to make sure nothing untoward happens, like with Oracles or Void Rays or something. That's pretty safe to do against Protoss in this current matchup. But yeah, Observers here are well placed by Barcode as well. All the comings and goings are seen by him. No big deal. This Stalker making sure nobody comes down this path to try and kill him, and taking this Zelnaga Watchtower at the same time. So look at this vision here by our Barcode player. It's pretty big across this map. VampyWorm, on the other hand, is a little bit limited in his view. He did scout a little bit earlier, sent something up this way, but hasn't actually gotten out of his base at all. So let's go back to everybody. Get that production tab back up. Templar Archives being researched by Barcode, as well as a couple Disruptors. So Disruptors here, again, are more like Reavers in the current patch of Legacy of the Void. Here they are. This does not explode anymore, but what it does is it shoots a charge, a ball of energy that lasts 2 seconds and emits a powerful nova, dealing 145 splash damage and additional 55 shield damage to nearby ground units and structures. The Disruptor is immobile while this is active, and it lasts 2 seconds. Is that what it said? Yeah, 2 seconds. The range is about 9, I think is what I've read. So it shoots out a ball of energy. You can control it, though. It doesn't just shoot off at something wherever it wants to go. Once it is shot out, you can actually move it around, but it can be outrun by enemy units. So it's not really a guaranteed kill. Not like the old Disruptor that was super fast and nothing could outrun it. Did we just Photon Overcharge there? No? No, we did not. What did we do? Recall, Time Warp, Photon Overcharge. We didn't recall, do we? Yeah, we did. We Photon Overcharged for reasons unknown. You'll notice the colors here too. Your team color is actually kind of what shows up here, so kind of cool stuff. You know what? I'm going to make sure our colors, additional team color textures, colorblind mode is not on. I don't care about that. All right, good. Back to the game. So unnecessary Photon Overcharge, but it looks like it's red, so that's kind of neat. VampyWorm is pushing up, though. VampyWorm is very mad. Wants to get revenge for all the stuff that he lost during that harass. Has an Immortal. The new Immortal texture here. It looks like an R2-D2 unit that is stuck underground. But it still hits like an Immortal, and I think you can still use the barrier ability while it is looking like this. And when it dies, it actually pops up just at the last second, an actual Immortal model that dies. So the dying animation is still definitely an Immortal, but the running around shooting stuff animation and model is definitely not. So something needs to be fixed here in the next patch. Yeah, forward pylon from VampyWorm does get taken down by a couple Zealots from Barcode. Just kind of gathering forces. Wow, that's a lot of Archons. With +3 attack too. 43 damage versus biological. And Zealots are biological, so it'll melt through them just fine. Stalkers are not. Sentries are not. Disruptors are not. Archons are not. So I don't know if going Mass Archon is super effective, but I think if you just out macro your opponent, you're going to be okay. It's 147 to 141 supply in favor of Barcode, 54 to 56 Harvesters in favor of VampyWorm. Both players are researching Storm, and VampyWorm is actually getting a Void Ray here. And another Immortal. So not many Void Rays. A couple Templars, probably turn those into Archons, though. Where are you, buddy? There are 4 of you. You can make 2 Archons. Or maybe just going to be used for Storm. I guess if we're researching Storm, there's no reason to make them all into Archons. Alright, so we're going to see some Storm here. I like that a lot. What happened? What happened over here to kill that pylon? Dang it, I missed something. I hate it when that happens. Observer checking things out down here. 4th base on the way for VampyWorm. 3 bases for Barcode. Gonna come up this ramp. Should actually have a pretty big battle here. Oh, that Immortal out of position. Ends up dead. You see just a flash of an actual Immortal. But here we come. We are going for it. No, Barcode actually sending out the Purification Nova on top of everything. Doing a lot of damage. But they actually are going into the teeth of the enemy and getting killed. Oh no, misuse there. Storm on top of all of those Stalkers, but Barcode just got melted. Oh, I think it was a misclick with those Disruptors, sending them into the army when they were on cooldown. They couldn't attack anything. They couldn't send out a new Purification Nova, and they just died. Holy smokes, that was not good. Archons coming in, taking out cannons, taking out workers. The splash damage doing so much damage to these probes. Here goes Purification Nova again. Takes out a few Stalkers, but I don't know if it's enough to actually make all the difference. in the world. These long-distance miners get melted by the Archons as well, doing 34 damage even to non-biological units. Actually warping in a few zealots here. And nope, the adepts are enough to clean those up. Don't really need to go back home at all. VampyWorm going to try to get up this ramp. Blinks on top of everything. The Immortal on the low ground has 6 kills. Here we come again. Purification Nova kills a ton of Stalkers. And, oh, friendly fire there. Again, just moving the Disruptors into the teeth of the defense and getting killed. Barcode, I think, needs more practice with that unit because not really working out for him at all. Down to 2 bases is Barcode, and that's it. Calls the GG. VampyWorm is victorious. Barcode has left the game. So, well played there by VampyWorm. Pretty crazy stuff. Withstood all of that harassment from the Blink Stalkers in the early game. Was also very, very good in the composition with all the Archons and the Immortals and the Stalkers and the Charged Zealots. That's exactly what he needed, I think. Again, he might credit some of the win to the misplay on those Disruptors by Barcode, but you know what? No. Let's give all the credit to VampyWorm. So, this has been FalconPaladin with yet another daily Blizzard upload. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you heard and what you saw today. You can also hit that share to show your friends what FalconPaladin has been up to if they've been missing StarCraft 2 action in their lives. Daily StarCraft 2 action, no less. Send them over my way and I will treat them well. You can also find me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook, all at /FalconPaladin. And until next time, as always, you take care of yourself.